Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another anime first impressions. Yes, the season is finally here. I've been doing this for 4 or 5 days already. So if you haven't caught up yet, then go to my channel and check out all the first impressions I've been posting this week. Also, if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell button if you want to know when I go live, as well as when I upload a video. Okay, before I start, I also want to throw in that I will spoil a little bit of the first episode. Not too much, but if you don't want anything to be spoiled, then don't watch this video until you've seen the first episode. That's the only episode I'm going to talk about. Those are my first impressions. So, Bakumatsu is a genres on this anime, I would say action, some type of sci-fi time traveling, and I'll explain that right now. And it is an all-male cast, but it is not a yaoi anime. At least that's not what I got from the first episode. But it is almost an all-male cast in this anime. Just want to throw that out, but it's not a yaoi. It's not a, guy stuff. That's not what this anime is about. So, the first episode is quite confusing if you don't keep up. Essentially, you have people trying to capture this treasure. This treasure is known to be very valuable, so much that if you capture it, you'll be able to control time, have all the riches, and even rule the world. That's the promises of getting this treasure. A group of people get it, 2 guys go and try to steal it, and they successfully do out of a ship. And as they are escaping, a girl type of assassin lady shows up and takes the treasure, and it's basically a pocket watch, and she presses the button and she disappears. Later on, days later, after one of the guys wakes up upshore because their boat was destroyed, they try to look for this lady. They can't find her, and they get into trouble, and while escaping, there's this big change in scenario where they're at. They end up in what they believe is the future, and then later on realize that it is a parallel world. Yes, parallel world. Where 3 years ago, a certain battle was won differently. So much that it changed so much of who was in control. Now, at the end of the episode, one of the protagonists is talking to a person about what could happen if someone has this device that is able to go back into time. And one of the things is, one, you can alternate the future, which is why there's this parallel world. And 2, you can go into the past and retrieve basically any soldier or any warrior in the past and bring them to your era. So the episode ends with one of the protagonists hitting up one of these persons that happens to be possibly a warrior from a different era. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. He says he's one of 12, so I don't know if he's going to end up having to battle 12 warriors from across the time. Don't know. There's going to be different parallel worlds showing up because they keep defeating them. I don't know what all is going on. The most I can say is that there's plenty of action in this anime, and there is plenty of kind of confusing parallel theories going on in their own world. So, out of 10, this one really surprised me. When I read the synopsis and when I started watching it, I wasn't really thinking much about it, and I actually was expecting a flop or something that I would be really bored. And I actually was not as bored as I thought I would be. I actually was not bored at all. And this one really intrigued me more, and it could be because I went in with low expectations. So I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. I'm still not completely sure if this is going to end up being great or just something that you wish you would stop watching. So out of 10 right now, 7. I don't think it's a flop, but it could be a flop. So go check it out yourselves. I recommend you guys to watch the first 3 episodes and then decide to drop an anime or not. Sometimes people would recommend 4 or 5 episodes. So anyways, be my guest and be your own judge. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Like always, don't be strange.